Hi guys, hey everybody. How's everybody doing today? You guys all look good, which is good. So today we are going to be looking at how I find art inspiration for the drawings that I do. So I have a lot of different ways and I tried to come up with a way to show it, I guess, like describe it in a way that makes sense. So I hope it does. Essentially, I wanted to kind of go over my process, but also create something as we go. So, yeah, that's where we're going to go. So to begin with, you know what I did do? I created a little something here because I can do polls now, which I thought would be fun. So I thought we could do a poll. Just wondering who has done like art prompts before. So if you don't know what an art prompt is, like Inktober, think that, or Mermaid, where you're given a word or a few words or a phrase or a story, and you come up with the art. So I thought that would be fun because I do prompts, and if you have been with me for a while, you know that not only do I do prompts, but I'm kind of like always doing prompts. I do a prompt list every month on my Instagram. So to start, that's where we're going to go. I'm going to show you my screen here. Oh, you can see this is where we are. So the very first thing that I always look for, or I always kind of do, is an art prompt. I really do enjoy them. I don't get to do all of them like some people do, but I do my best. Some months I do, some months I don't. And that's why I've actually also stopped kind of putting like numbering them, because it just gave me a little bit of anxiety to be like, I must finish everything and in a row, you know what I mean? So I always start with art prompts. So like for example, sweater weather fox, that is what we did. You would have seen the image on my YouTube, so I use that one for that. And I love a prompt. I love a good prompt. I have the 500 prompt book, I have the 300 prompt book, and I also make my own that I'm working on. Well, I have one and I'm working on others because I really enjoy them. So for today, if we were doing it the way we were supposed to be doing it, which is in order, we would be doing mushroom caps. So the first thing I'm going to do is think of my, grab my prompt. So I'm going to choose mushroom. And I would normally do this kind of thing on a sketchbook, but that's okay. We can do it here too. I don't like the way this is writing. I gotta tell you. I got to tell you. Okay, is this gonna be better? It is. Okay. So our prompt is mushroom caps. And I always try to think of it in a different way. So like caps, for example, could also equal hats. So I wouldn't mind like a little mushroom. How horrible that is. I have a YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know if that means anything. But you know what I mean? It could be like a little hat. It can also just be like food, or, like I try to make my own prompts have areas that, things that you could do with it. So that's the first step. Then I always hop on over to my good friend Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I just do. Usually I keep these kind of hidden, or not hidden, what is it? Invisible, because they don't really fit in with, like, it's not my art and stuff. But I really should start sharing them more, even just as like, boards for you guys. But I like to choose, like, I'll search for, like, in this case, I searched for autumn aesthetic because I wanted like pictures and different things that kind of go along with the theme that I have. Like mushroom cap right there is a perfect little example of a hat. Same with this one here. I love this idea of them sitting in like a tree, or like holding their little mushroom cap in some flowers, things like that. So this gives me the idea of like, what are they doing? Are they reading in the forest? Are they playing on a branch? You know, things like that. I really like this watering, you know, or maybe they're painting, what have you. I also look up clothing because I find for myself, and this could just be me, but I do find that sometimes what ends up happening to me is I will like, I'll draw something, say, and it'll be, well, so for example, let's say this outfit, right? This is easy enough to draw. I would do the shirt, I would do the pants, done. Or the skirt. This is probably a skirt. But like, I might forget the design on it. I might forget the flowers or the leaves or things like that, right? So like, even something that seems kind of basic, I might just not do. Same with like, I love stuff like this with like the embroidery. It gives me an idea of like detail that I wouldn't normally put in my art, like in my outfits and things like that. And even something as simple as this, like the tassels on the end of that. Like I maybe wouldn't have done that. So I do like to have, and even in like accessories, different hat. I love this like hat outfit. This one sticks out like sore thumb, but I really like the outfit. So I'll like find like autumn aesthetic for the outfits as well. And I do that because a lot of times I'll draw animals, but if I draw animals, I usually want them wearing something. So yeah, that's why I do it. Speaking of animals, I also always do like a little, just, I mean, I have this one, it's just literally it's just animal art inspo. I whipped this one up today, but I have others that are just like baby animals, cute animals, things like that. I love this idea. I love this idea too with the little, I love like this animal, this little raccoon. Raccoons are just adorable. But I love the like look on his face. Like he just found out something that is like, oh my God, you know? I love that. So I try and find things that give some kind, like have a story with it, I guess, is really where I'm going to here. Like I love this one, the squirrels that are hugging. That's so cute. And I do love like squirrels in hats and stuff like that. So like I do enjoy this kind of thing. There was one that I saw that I really enjoyed. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't have that many pins on this one. The little owl with the mushroom cap. I love that idea of like hiding under the mushroom, but maybe the water still like comes off on you. I don't know if I want to do an owl, but I like that idea. I even like the idea of just using it as like an umbrella or using a flower as an umbrella. Like this, I think this is probably like either bad, I don't know, AI or CGI or something. You know what I mean? Like it's, looks a little weird and wonky. And I will say, I mean, in today's world with AI art, it can be hard. But I mean, I'm not using this as anything other than inspiration, right? Like I love this little cat that's just like sunning himself. Like he'd look really cute with the little hat. Same with like this little hedgehog going to eat. These little bunnies that are looking up. The squirrel gets me. It gets me somewhat hard that I apparently did 2 in a row or close to because I don't even remember that. But just things that show some kind of action, right? Like even these ones, the little mice. I'm not a fan of mice. I don't like mice. They scare me. But I'll draw them. They're cute. They scare me, but they're still cute, you know? Like it's not, I won't begrudge a mouse. I know it's cute. So yeah, I really like this squirrel. I think it's the same squirrel that's kind of everywhere. Do I have that one? I have this picture 3 times. That's how much I love this squirrel. Holy man. So yeah, so I kind of like pick and choose a character, wardrobe, and then aesthetic, I guess. And then that's kind of like part 2 of this. So now I've got like what I want to do. I kind of love this idea of like the pose of just sitting there as well. It's a really cute, kind of basic pose, but it would be cute. or just sitting on the limb, reading a book, carrying some water. I think this is really cute too. He's just minding his own. These little kids with like the animals and stuff are kind of adorable. So like something like this, and maybe turn the little boy into like a bear or something, and then have something else, behind him type thing, or her. I don't know. But even these like hats, I just love like the details and stuff. So I'll do that. So I always kind of, I love the like prompts. Another thing that I love is like draw this in your own style. And that's why I have my book as well, in case anyone was interested. I don't know why that's there. I think I was looking up something else. Sorry. But yeah, so I like prompts. That's kind of my go-to. I did want to bring up my book though, because I'm just going to pop it out here quick. On top of like prompts, I also love things that are kind of lazy, maybe like mindfully lazy. Like you don't think about it, you don't have to think about it. It's just like it's just there. You know what I mean? You're just doing it like a coloring book kind of thing, which is why, it's part of the reason why I created this book and why I'm doing this series, because I love I just love drawing, and I love like being able to do so in a mindless way and just enjoy the process. So like with this, I think it's a good one because it's like you're just coloring it in. My thought behind this is to like practice creating little faces, but also maybe do like one a day type thing. My idea behind the book is almost like a journal, but I never really got that far. Like I didn't get that into it to make it like an art journal, but that kind of feel, you're going along and you're doing it. So like a little bit here, a little bit there. So I find like these things where you're just mindlessly, coloring stuff in, I find that helps too. It's like I free my brain and it just kind of, there it is. Same with choosing colors. Sometimes it's not even about the theme that you're doing or anything. It's like you see a color and that helps, or you limit your colors also helps. It didn't help in the case of this picture, but it is what it is. Another thing I like to do are things like this where you just draw like a pattern where, it's like, I need a pen. Like here, like it's just mindless, like copy this, copy this, right? That kind of thing. So I love like doing these kinds of things over and over that are repetitive, and I find it can help you to think of something. Like I could be doing this ghost, and then I come up and I do the candy corn, and I'm like, wouldn't it be cute if like a ghost was wearing a candy corn hat, and it was like a dunce hat, and then cats were laughing at him or something, you know what I mean? Like that can happen. Another thing I've included are like these little art challenges. So something like the Blob, where it's like, what do you draw? Like turn this into something, right? Like already I'm looking at this, and this could be like a little turtle. Like this is the head, this is the shell, and then like its feet could come down, or something like that. Or I don't know. Like this could be a little kitty cat that's all curled up in itself, and then you just draw the little tail. Things like that, right? So like it gets your brain working, but there's no pressure, I guess, because it's not like a blank piece of paper. It's just a blob, and there's no consequence to it, right? So I love sketchbooks too. It's like there's no consequence. Same with the idea of like doing the roll the dice and creating something out of, certain things. So I've got like here, like body type 1 is there, face type 3 is there, you know what I mean? So then you create these little cute things, and it gives you ideas for other things. So I do that a lot. My biggest thing is probably mandalas. I love like coloring them. I love drawing with them. I love all of that kind of stuff. And I find because it is so mindless, it's another thing that just kind of helps me go. But yeah, like tutorials help as well. And really, I love me a good prompt. Hi, Diane. Bye. So yeah, so for the most part, I kind of start with an idea, a prompt, and then I try to build on it between my different little scenarios, my little things. So mushroom caps is the prompt. I'm gonna start drawing this, I guess. We'll see what we come up with. I'm going to show you what I'm going for here. Let me see. A lot of clicking in this one. So I think for the whole, for the kind of like the feel of it, I like this idea of just the sitting pose. I think that's easy. I think I can do it with like, not that I'm worried about easy, but I want to try and get something done for this whole, thing, stream. So yeah, I like this sitting pose. It's something that is pretty basic, easy. I think it'd be really cute to put like a little hat on it. I'm thinking that I want to do like a little mouse, I think would be cute. Or maybe not so little of a mouse, but you know what I mean. A mouse would be cute, and it would be like cute to just have it sitting there, maybe even reading or something. Or even a squirrel. I don't know. The squirrel, man, it's everywhere. I can't believe I did 3 pictures of this squirrel and I just liked it, I guess. I don't know. But I think that's going to be it. So I think we're going to do a little mouse with a little hat. I want to go with the mushroom hat that I saw. Where is it here? Where is it? I know I saw it. Did I not see it? Am I blind? I could be blind. Or was it on my... Oh, maybe it was in my aesthetic. Yeah. So I'm going to go with like this kind of an outfit, but we're going to do the sitting style. Okay. And then reading a little book. So I'm going to kind of keep my images up. We'll go back to drawing, but I'm going to keep those images up. I might pop back and forth through them, but that'll be kind of how I go about doing it. So I like to sketch in a book. I'm not going to lie. Where am I here? This is my most current, not really current. There's a lot of old drawings in here. Like a lot of old drawings in here. But like this shows, like I've got some, see, I did start doing my dude turned out completely different when I did it. But I did actually start doing some of the prompts for this week. And I'm in love with this little mouse. So I'm thinking that while I draw this mouse, or the new mouse, I'm going to keep in mind this little guy. Because I'm thinking I might be making him a wife. So, maybe she's sitting outside his little tailor shop. He needs to be squished down more though. But yeah, so I do prefer to draw in a sketchbook. But for the purposes of today, we will do the iPad. I don't know where to put my book. You can go there for time for now. So that's what we'll do. So I'm thinking mouse sitting, being all cash and cute. So, see, and this is where I skew it. I go like that. I'm going to make it, I want my line to be somewhat thicker. Yeah, I do. I don't really want to do like a perfect circle because I just don't. The mouse is kind of looking like her face is like this. Because her hand is going to be here. That looks like a hand, right? Oh. Wait, what am I doing here? Sketching. Okay. I will say, it's a little bit more. The one nice thing about sketching with an iPad is that, yes, I can, not mess things up. But yeah, that's fine. Okay. I know, right? How can you not be inspired when you have so many things that are like that cute? That's really what it boils down to. I surround myself with just utter cuteness, and then I can't help but create, you know? Uh, does that sound right? Yeah. I kind of like the idea of her cheek being like kind of mushed here. So like this is their cheek. This is their normal cheek. And then like go. Just a little nose. That look right? I will say, when I sketch digitally, I almost always do like several passes because already this looks rough. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go like, whoosh. I want her ears to be like. I do like that I can just kind of pass it around, shoot it around, and go whatever angle I want. That looks more bunnyish than that. Now I need my book back. I'm almost done this book. I started it way back 2021. It's written on the other cover. This is what I used to draw like. Actually, no, that's not even. See, I used to do a lot of D&D characters. I want that mouse again. Here we go. Okay. Need to kind of copy his ears. So, let's see here. Why didn't I just make it easy on myself and just draw one of these? Huh? Because I'm gonna just... I don't want them that big. Come on, calm down. You see it? I just... took it right away from you guys. You're welcome. Like, I made his ears so big. And it works. Is it because they're down? Maybe. And then her other ear would be like this. Maybe. Like I said, several passes, you know. The sunflower umbrella was really cute, actually. I was torn. I was torn between that and this. If it wasn't for this little guy and me thinking like, man, he really needs a wife, I probably would have not. I want to like smush this more. Get rid of this part. Go. I want this like force to be pushing up, I guess. This hand is going to be weird. I'm going to get rid of you. I need to square out the body here. So she's sitting like this. I guess really more like both of her shoulders are kind of out more. And then her stomach comes in. I like the idea, though, of it sitting more to the side. That makes sense. You can see now why I need two sketches whenever I draw them. Whenever I'm drawing with the iPad. Something like that. Something like that. And she's actually looking like over this way, which I do enjoy. I don't know if I want her eyes open or closed. What if I open them? That looks like Nightmare Fuel, doesn't it? Does that look cute? Oh my gosh, evil cackle, sorry. But it's the way it is. That's just too far over, because she's more like here. And then because she's like, I don't know why, because she's like an animal humanoid thing, I always want to give them eyebrows. I don't know why, I just do. And I might not give her eyebrows, I don't know. I want the smile there, I want the smile here, I think. I put in my own guidelines and then I just don't follow them. I'm just like, I don't think I need to follow that guideline. The guideline's not like it's a rule or anything, you know? If I do something like that, then she's like, you know. So she definitely has more of a like T-body. Here's the other nice thing about digital. You can just grab it and do whatever you want with it. Distort a little bit, distort. Okay. The knee blushes there for some reason. I don't know why, because their knees are probably gonna not be shown. This is still too, like, too big. Freeform? Well, Destroy will probably be fine. Dude, let go. Yeah, that's probably better, because she's just a little... She's just a little tiny baby mouse. This hand, so this elbow comes down here. Or, that's not an elbow. That's a shoulder. But the elbow comes down and meets up with the knee. Then it comes back up and meets with the hand, which meets with the face. Does that make sense? And it's seen more, which is what kind of forces that cheek up, I think, because there's like oomph there. And then this one, just kind of, I love how it like just drapes over. This is why I didn't get rid of that, because I was like, I'm going to be using it anyway. This one kind of just drapes over her knees. But you see the knees more than you see the arm. But clearly the knees are up more. Okay. Looks totally good, right, guys? Oh my gosh. That's the first pass, you know? This is just the first pass. And then, of course, like, you want to cement it a little bit more. So, like, this is where she's sitting. So, like, her butt is more like this. And then she's sitting, like, here. These are the steps. These are the steps. This is the, like, front of it. That's what she's sitting on. Okay? We get the idea? Okay. I'm going to do a new layer. And I'm going to go down. I need to clean this up. And I will say too, like, as I'm drawing, I do find that I get a lot of inspiration as I go as well. Things that I sometimes don't even think about. Like, for example, with hers, with her husband, I should say, I knew I wanted to do, like, a mouse as the tailor, and the tailor be smaller than everything else, right? This, I don't like this. Is this the one I want? Seems a little nicer. So, I wanted the mouse, and I thought he was super cute. And I thought it would be really cute if he was quite a bit smaller, which is why I made that note on there to make him teeny tiny. And I wanted to essentially, like, create this tiny little tailor. And as I'm drawing him, I didn't have clothes on him actually to begin with, which I was then like, well, that's kind of weird. Why am I not putting clothes on this guy? Like, he's a tailor. He should wear clothes. So at that point, I was like, he's like an old-timey tailor, you know? Like, I just completely changed what the character was to begin with. And I'm kind of doing that now here, too, because I've decided that our ear needs to come down lower. But, you know, like, in the moment, I didn't really think about it until I started doing it. And then that's kind of where his clothing design came from. Because I thought, what does an old-timey tailor look like? And then I looked it up. I looked up Pinterest. I got inspired to go on Pinterest, which takes no effort at all. And that's kind of where it went. Okay, I think I like it better when her eyes are closed. I think it's cuter. And I don't know that I'm going to, I gotta put in the cheeks. I just love putting in cheeks. I don't think that I'm going to, bother with the eyebrows, actually. There we go. And then a cute little mouth. So this part here, I do want her nose and her mouth kind of... I don't know if I want her mouth involved. That might be gone. But I do want like a little nose color. Like I do want the nose to look like it's an actual nose. Like a snout. So I'm going to use color to kind of differentiate that. And I'll put her little thing there. It's already looking better, right? So, get that going. Just want to do that. I do want to put her in a little dress, but I always finish the like first path first. And then once I've got the body down, then I'll start the outfit. And I always draw, like I never draw the outfit on before doing the body. Like, I'm not the best at anatomy to begin with, so I don't want to start really messing things up because I don't know what I'm doing and, I put a dress on that shouldn't be where it was or whatever, what have you. I got that one. Oh, I think I want this hand to be over top. It's a little too long. I don't think that's the way it would go. It would probably be more square, maybe? Probably more like that. Yeah, that looks good. And really it's just all about tracing over the lines that you like. And in my case, sometimes finding a line that you lost. So it just kind of depends, I'm going to give her a bit more of a patoot. There we go. Because really this one here, like this leg is actually like coming up like this, right? Like this is her thigh back in here. And then the knee is actually like part of... And I like to give little like nude blush as well. Okay. So I think I want to move this. Oops. And I just need to like shove it back in there a little bit more. It was too far out, you know? And then just kind of define this a little bit more. And I do a lot more like erasing at this stage as well. The first stage, it's like just kind of get it on there, make it flowy, get the, I don't know, the action in. Like I want this to be, oh, I had a fuzz on me. I have a fuzz on me. I want it to be whimsical, but also grounded, if that makes sense. So, you know, maybe you don't know. I'm going to change this into a group so that I can then flip it back and forth just to make sure that the face, I don't think the face is quite right. So I do want to just work on it a little bit, and I kind of want to give her like an eyelash. But I don't know if that helps or hinders. Okay. The nose needs to be moved. But either way, we're going to take this group, we're going to flip it. So, looking at it now, I kind of already see that like it's cute. I do like the like flow of it, but it's like skewed a little bit too much, if that makes sense. And then as well, the face, she ain't right. This nose needs to move over quite a bit more. Probably cover up part of her eye. Like that would be kind of, ooh. Like this would probably cover up part of that. And then maybe this nose should maybe be even just a little bit bigger and a little bit more over. I don't know that I don't think I mind where her nose is, but I think this also needs to go up a bit and maybe smaller. Oh, not uniform. Do I want that smaller? I don't know that I do. But I don't know that I don't. Do you know? Do you know? I think this is kind of less. Like that. I'm trying to picture it colored too. But otherwise, I think it's okay. Other than I think maybe this whole thing needs to go up a little bit more. At least the eye portion. Because it is like squished up there, right? Let me get rid of this stuff. I think that's better. I might want this a little bit thicker. Is that better or worse? Oh, I don't like that. I think I prefer that. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I want this mushed up a little bit more because it's like she's pushing her. You know when you're like pushing the side of your face up a little bit? That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's a little bit more like pushed up in there. I also never finished this part. Which means that technically this is where she would sit. Yeah, this would be colored. That looks better. It might be one of those things where I have to kind of color it first. Maybe I do need the eyebrows. Let's get rid of this layer just to see what we're working with. Okay, I think this needs to be a little bit closer to this. There we go. I think that made that much better. This needs to come maybe down here more. Yeah. Now what's off with it? Now I feel like it's too much this way. Okay. I'm trying to... I'm not sure if I want to have eyes open or not. Oh, no, that's not good. Okay. Well, it's going to be like that for now. And then I'm going to... Let's get some clothes on her. Let's get some... something on her. Anyway. That's too big of a foot. Anyway, I'm jumping the gun here. Okay, I want to add some outfits, so I'm going to bring down the opacity just a little bit more again. Okay, I want outfits. And I'm thinking I want to do something that is a little bit, like I want a collar. That's what I want. I want a little collar. That's essentially what I'm looking for here. And the model doesn't have what I want. Kind of like, yeah, like that. Okay. I wanted to have like a little thing like that. So then on here, I'm just going to like essentially scribble something on there because I want there to be like a little detail there. I don't know what yet, but there will be a little detail there. And then the other side would be here. So like this would go like this, that would go like that. And the other one would be there, but of course it will not be here because there's an arm there. But I do like to sometimes draw on the whole thing so that at least I can make sure that what I see here. But would this be the neck? I think the neck would be like here. So this would actually come over a little bit more. Not sure it's even worth doing it, but that's okay. And then I do want it to be, like I want them to be wearing a sweater. because, you know, it's fall. And I'm just going to lower the size here because we're going to get into smaller details. And I would like to be able to kind of get those in there before I forget about them, essentially. So we're going to go like that. And I kind of want it to be like a little bit baggier. So I'm going to have it come down here kind of thing and like cut off because it's too baggy, essentially. So even though her arm is there, it's like this sleeve is just too much. Too much, you know? If I cover that in, that's cute. And then this part though, like her outfit, her dress is going to have little suspenders underneath these. Underneath the collar. And it's kind of hard because like half of her body goes like this. So there's that. I hope this looks like a mouse. That's my biggest fear right now, is that this looks like, I don't know, a bunny. Whew. I don't know. I kind of want to give her like a little floof on her noodle. I probably will, just not yet. So yeah, and then I'm just going to keep on going with my sweater. I think the cup was a little bigger. Sometimes what I'll do too is like, I will put each kind of outfit on a different layer. And there we go. Did that happen? I don't know. I feel like this might actually just be because she's like pulling her arm in a weird way. It might just come more taut, more tight. There's the word. This has turned into a like, how do I draw? How do I find the inspiration? But then how do I also draw it? For those who are like, where's the inspiration? Where's the talks of that? We kind of already did that at the beginning. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if I would have, like, I would have that one there. This is essentially this, so I'd probably have that there. And this would... You just wouldn't see it here because that arm's already kind of like in the way. Okay, maybe this would come over a little bit more. That's the midpoint. And I kind of think like maybe even like a little mushroom here. I've completely forgotten the fact that we're doing a mushroom cap. So I'll make up for it by putting a little mushroom here. We'll give her a little mushroom hat. This is kind of actually perfect. So maybe what I'll do is like a little mushroom beret or something. She's got her little sprout, but we can change that up. Okay. I'll look at like a skirt and how it falls here. Because I want the skirt to be a little bit flowy. And it's going to bunch up a little bit here because that's just the way it is. I'll keep this kind of there because it's like it comes down and it's going to lay on there. I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to scribble. No, I think that's too far away anyway. I was scribbling like mad, but it was all for naught. I like whenever I'm doing something like this to like block it off a little bit more square than I would. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. And there'll probably be like some bunching here, because that's where like her butt is kind of hitting the pavement, or the stairs in this case. Maybe they're not pavement. And then there would also be like bunching here, right? Where her legs are. That's why I also like to put in the body while I'm drawing things, because then you can see where the hands are, where the arms are, where the legs are, and it'll help you to like see what the clothes would be doing, if that makes sense. And then for the footsies, I want to just do like a pair of like cute little like ballet slipper kind of things. Do I want to do something like a little like that, and maybe with a little bow? This one I apparently kind of already did that. Okay, perfect. Now for her head. So, the prompt was mushroom cap, and I literally sat here and talked about how I love prompts, and that's how I end up with my ideas, and then didn't use it. But that's okay, because I think we could still, like, we could do like a little mushroom cap hat still. We may need to change the ears. Let's do a new layer though. Maybe I'll actually just do, I do kind of like the idea of like a little beret. I actually really do like that. I like that idea. And then have it be like a little mushroom. I think the way the stair is. Oh, I shouldn't draw that because I'm on a different layer, but yep. I don't know if I want to move this a little bit, if I want to make it a little bit smaller. I think more like that would work. I could still have the sprout coming out. It would just be, maybe I would have it more like here. Like that. So then you wouldn't actually see kind of any of this. Bloop, 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 bloop. It almost looked like a feather in her cap, which I'm not mad about. That's cute. I kind of like the idea too of putting like a stack of books like beside her. You know? Does that look like a stack of books? I don't know. And then I want to adjust the way her sitting seat is here, because she should be sitting here. This is like the So really the books could be a little bit lower. Like there. And then this is where the stairs come down. I would have to do like, you know, but that's fine. So something like that. I think that's cute, actually. I think that's really cute. It turned out really nice. I wouldn't mind doing maybe like some, let me get back on my thing, like doing just some little flower things down here, like embroidery would be cute. Hey, Vicky. How are you doing? You kind of missed the part where I talked about how I got my inspiration, but you're here for a really cute, well, maybe, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's not that cute. I'm drawing a mouse thing. Something. I'm going to make it bigger so that it's like the whole of the canvas. Like that. This is dark. Am I crazy? I feel like I could just leave it here. I love just sketching. I love just sketches in general. Get rid of this dark stuff back here. This would be the shirt. And the skirt. I need a different paint. I need a different eraser. Do 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 do. And that's that. Thank you. I'm glad you think she's fancy. I'll lower the opacity on this. I want to get rid of this, but not like, you know, complete. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend so far? Don't know about that elbow. Not elbow. I keep calling it an elbow. It's a shoulder. It's not that hard, Alicia. Oh my gosh. I feel like it needs to come down a little bit. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if I should. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. This needs to go away. There, she's got her little mushroom cap on. Now, do I do... what do I do? Do I do lineless or lined? Would anyone like to color this? I guess is really the question. Because if they would, then I would do line art. I don't know what to do. You went out for lunch and you're just now getting back, Vic? It's 7 o'clock at night and you're in the same time zone as me. What kind of a lunch do you have? my gosh, that's so funny. Super ready for Christmas? Yeah. I am not. I don't want Christmas yet. I want more fall. Since you're here, should we give her wings? No. Although, actually, well, that's cute. Okay. I don't know that I like her. Should I distort her a little bit? I don't know if I like her. Ugh. Urgh. That's frustrating. Well, must go on. Okay. I'm gonna flatten that, so. Sorry, Vic. I need to do a final sketch, and I'm gonna do it in the reverse position. Okay, I get that. I can get behind that part. It has been so long since I've been to Toronto. It's like the biggest city around here. I guess, I was just in London, but I don't know. It just doesn't, it's not the same. But I actually happen to be going for work at the end of the month. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna do an eyebrow. Different for me too, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. It's one of those things where coming in and doing a live, unless I'm like super prepared, and I didn't really want to be super prepared for this one because like the whole point is to show you guys like how I even come up with the whole thing, It's like, so I don't want to be extremely prepared, but at the same time I'm just sitting here terrified because I'm like, oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I think it's just the ears in general. I don't think that's you. I don't know. I just left half of her face. That's fine. You don't need all of it. I like kind of how this is almost squared off. Yeah, cute. Okay. I'm changing the ears again. But only because of the way I've got the hat, they almost have to like come down a little bit further. Does that make sense? Do you want that? No. I'll have the other ear under here. It's a constant struggle, you know? I don't know if that's right. Or do I want them almost down like, almost like hair? Do you know what I mean? Like, go away, go away. So instead of like at all, almost have them down here like this. Oh, I kind of do like that actually. Oh, thank y'all. Do, 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 do. Kind of like that. I think that's too much, but at the same time, now she just looks like a bunny again, though. Is that bad? I don't know. Maybe she should look like a bunny. Maybe she's like, I'm a bunny. Why do you keep trying to make me something that I'm not? Could a bunny be married to a mouse, though? Like, I've already gotten your backstory. You were married to Mr. Mouse, the dude. Okay, I think I've got the plan here. I like the shape of these ears, so I'm going to copy that shape on the same layer. Probably should have done a different layer, but that's okay. Group, you're mine now. And then I want to kind of tilt it a little bit. If I go like this, is that too low or is that low enough? I feel like it would come up. The problem is I've also given this mouse way bigger ears than she probably should have. But I'm committed. The ears on my other little guy look so good. You can't see them because he's hidden, but like, I love those ears. So cute. Oh my gosh, don't like this stream. Oh my gosh, Vic, don't tell people that. This one's horrible. Can't even get the ears right. Okay, I think maybe like that. No. Oh, I definitely don't like that. I don't know what I like, but I definitely know what I don't like, and I don't like that. What if I do like this? See, I think this would all be pink in here. Like the pink inside of the ear. And this would be the like, how like a mouse has ears that like, they like kind of pinch and then have this little, you know? Does that make sense? That's the kind of ear I'm going for right now, and I can't get it. I can't get it. Right? But that's okay. So I'm also thinking of Dumbo Diane, but that's exactly what I want. If that makes sense. Because I always thought his ears looked like a mouse ears. just bigger. And that's literally that's the look I'm going for. That's who I thought of when I did the little Taylor mouse, and his ears turned out perfect. I don't know why this girl has to be so difficult. I think this thing is not quite right either. What if it's just like this? No, that ain't right. You know what? I'll come back to the ear. Let's go to this part, which I actually enjoy and I like. Kind of feel like, should that have a band or something? I don't know what a beret looks like. It's been a long time since I've worn one. Okay. I don't know why I colored that in. I just felt like it. There's just something about the sound. It's so satisfying. There we go. Her little sprout sticking out of her hat. Make sure I, like, note this nose. Kind of thing. Maybe it is just going to be a little heart there. And maybe like a little, like, dotted pattern. It's cute enough. Like, I don't know. I like things to be straight, but also, like, not straight. I like things to be curved, but I also kind of want, like, a edge to them. If that makes sense. Today. Today, that's what I want. Tomorrow, maybe not, but today, that's what I want. Or is it? Go like that. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah. That's fine. I want a little mushroom. Oops. I'm gonna do like a little. Like that. You're not gonna see it on the other end, but that's okay. I love doing just like random little flicks and stuff on a dress. That's very satisfying. Oh, I enjoyed that. Enjoyed it immensely. No, I don't like that. And again, I want to put some little, like, maybe even just, like, dots, you know? Kind of thing. Just kind of down the sides. Just like Mouse with her little, like, cute cottagey core vibe dress and her little stack of books. It's kind of giving me Belle vibes. I'm not hating it. I'm just saying. Your ear goes over top of that. Is that why? Is that what's been going wrong this whole time? Is that... I think the ear should go behind, but in reality it should go ahead. In front of, I mean. Maybe that's the issue this whole time. Yeah, I like that better. Already like that better. Yeah, I do. I do. Okay. And this, I wanna... Move this going. There we go. Maybe give a little bit of a, like... There. Almost like a... Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah. Perfect. I don't need that. Oh yeah, legs. Kind of need to put the feet in, don't I? Sorry. I just realized that I was very quiet for a while there. Concentrating. I'm concentrating hard. My brain is no longer working. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, that's better. Maybe bring this out a little bit. I don't know, their foot should be that. Kind of... No, you're supposed to be the eraser. There we go. Done. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. How's everyone else doing? Have you given up like I have? Do you know that these feet will just never work? There we go. Actually, that made it better. I should make this one... I don't know if that one's too small. Is it too small? What sketch is this? Like the third, fourth? I don't know. Okay, that makes me feel better. Probably should still be a little bit bigger. I could probably get rid of this wonky thing. Oh, ears like like an ear over on this side? That would be cute. It's actually a good idea. Like if I do like this. Undo, 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 undo. I keep hitting undo and then redo. Okay. I don't know if that's for me. I just finally got used to the idea of them being like this. I don't know if I could do a different one. I wonder if this, oops. I wonder if this nose should be a little bit smaller. There we go. That's probably better too. Having it a little bit smaller. Oh, I think she's cute. She's maybe not like, you know, the best looking. But you know what? The Taylor mouse loves her, and that's the important thing. Right. This is bugging me. I think this is too far out. Far out, dude. There we go. I think that's better. Is it better? Is that what the problem was? I think there's an issue too with it being like, is that better? This is the collar. I gotta like figure out my brain again. You love how I make dresses and clothes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's mostly a combination of Pinterest and Pinterest. I think this is too far. I actually, when at the beginning of the video, I was talking about how like I go to Pinterest for especially clothing and stuff because one, there's just really good ideas there, but also I just find that like when I'm drawing clothing, when I'm doing anything really, even something simple like a pocket, I'll forget to do it. I just don't, I don't know. It's like I forget those details exist. So like here, I'll show you my screen here. This thing. So like I have a Pinterest for whatever it is that I'm creating. Like this is my clothing inspiration. So like I was saying, even something as simple as say like this dress, like even if I'd done the basic kind of dress, I probably would have forgotten like the pattern on the shirt. I would have forgotten the buttons on the skirt, things like that. So I just find that like picking apart clothing and like for example, the clothes that I used for this are, where is it, guys? Where'd it go? I swear I had something picked out that I used. I swear. Oh, it's right, literally right in front of me. So this is kind of similar, right? So I've got the like, the little, this is what I wanted, was the collar. I wanted that like real bad. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I look at actual pictures. Finding the words. So I use the word aesthetic a lot. Um, like, okay, so when I'm looking up animals, I usually look up like cute woodland animals because that's my go-to. I like woodland animals. I think they're cute. For fairies, because I know Vic, that you love fairies. I would search things like ballerina. So let me just get my thing going here. So like sugar plum ballet or something like that. It always tells me there's nobody, but at least it gets that. So like for me, these are really good like fairy poses. What's another one? Like I don't know if sometimes it won't like give me children. It's like, no, you can't have children, but like children playing or children dancing. And I go specifically with children just because I find that like this, for example, like you're not going to see that with an adult, you know what I mean? Like it's just really cute. And like, I don't know, there's just something a lot more, like this is a really cute, that would be an adorable little fairy, right? Things like that. So yeah, like these ones, like this is really cute. Like I would make this a little fairy. What, I don't know, is this supposed to be like a paintbrush? I would do a paintbrush, like a little fairy with her little, like things like that are really cute. Um, Even just like, I don't know, there's just something about children when you take pictures of them, like they just seem a lot more fluid and free, that kind of thing. What are other things? So like, oh, geez, what are they called? Like a music composer. Let me see if I can find. I forget, what is it called? Oh, they're like the maestro, right? Music, the maestro. Are you just not going to give it to me? Do you know what I mean? It's like the dude that, like, this guy right here. So I would look up this and more pictures of this. I love these poses for witches. I think that they look really cool. Like, that's like a really good pose. When I used to do D&D, I would do, like when I would do D&D commissions, I would use like things like this. Like it just looks, I don't know. To me, it just looks magical. And a lot of times, like just powerful. Like even this one is a really good, oh, it's just, oh, all right, I can't find it. Never mind. Even this, like, sometimes I just get random things that just pop up. So like that kind of thing. Even this, like I love that. Like that was just a random thing that popped up in that thing. But that would be a really cute. I would use this for Sailor Moon. I think would be a really cute. Just a second. Party. I'm like, info saved. Um, so like yeah, and then sometimes I'll just come across things and I'm just like, cool. Oh, hey, okay. Um, but yeah, even fencing. That's another good one. Like fencing. Let's see if I'll probably get a bunch of like DIY fences. But these are good. Yeah, so like these are good. This would be good for like a pirate even. Like, yeah, see, like I'm getting a lot of fences. But yeah, but I'll do a lot of aesthetic. So like here, for example, I would do sugar plum aesthetic. Oh, there we go. I would do the aesthetic of it, which is just, ballet and the colors and ooh, like this, I would save that. That's really pretty. If I was doing like a sugar plum fairy, this is just cute. I don't know what that is, but it's adorable. It's got the nutcracker, the colors, all of that stuff, right? And then like I love like this color. I would do sometimes I also just save like something that has a really nice color in it. I don't know. I'm getting all kinds of ideas just thinking about this stuff and just doing this stuff. And then I would also do like outfit so that you can get more of those, like this kind of a thing. I would save this. I maybe wouldn't even necessarily use it for anything other than like an idea of like putting detail in the actual dress. Things like that. Oh, I'm clicking on an ad. But look at the baby, so cute. I'm a sucker for a baby. What can I say? Like this dress is really cool. And like just little things. Sometimes you'll see a lot of like almost like a compilation image that shows a whole bunch of like different things that just kind of fit the vibe. That's another word too. Like I'll do like sugar plum fairy vibe. You know? Oh, there. Perfect. Then it comes up with like this whole thing. So then like these shoes, like that's so cool. And I wouldn't even have thought of it like a tiara and like that kind of thing. And I love too how like um it leads you to things that are just weird or different or whatever, right? Like immediately I'm like, "Ooh, I like that." But that's not what I was here for, you know? But like I love this kind of, it's almost like almost feathery. And then I love too how Pinterest, like you can scroll down and just get more. There's more of it down here. You know what I mean? So uh yeah, that's, does that make sense? I do a lot of that stuff and I try to think of like even like the actions and stuff like that. So like I would do maybe like rainy day aesthetic, you know? And I use aesthetic a lot because sometimes you'll get like images of people like playing in the rain or like this is kind of cute. Like that is a good one where they're like running in the rain and then it can lead to apparently, I don't know, nightmare fuel, but also like, you know, more stuff. So yeah. And I use Pinterest a lot. A lot, a lot. I do find Pinterest to be really helpful. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, we don't know what's AI, what's not, for the most part. At least I don't. I'm not. Like, I see so many posts and people are like, that's AI, the hands look weird. And I'm just like, do you know how hard it is to draw hands? My hands always look weird. I'm waiting for someone to be like, you're doing AI art because my hands look weird. Because I'm like, but they, like, they're hard. Hands are hard. So I don't pretend to know what's AI and what's not. I just use it for inspiration. You know, I don't feel like I'm hurting anybody by doing it. So that's just kind of what I do. But yeah, like I try to think differently than what maybe um like when you hear fairy, I try to think of like the movement of a fairy, if that makes sense. For me anyway, for fairies especially. And when I was doing the flower fairies, I would put the pic like the oh my gosh, the flower, I would incorporate that. So like when I did the iris, so here, this is, let me, I can explain better with pictures. Um, let me, how do I get to just my thing here? Okay, there we go. Not that you have to buy anything, but here we go. I just want to look at these, essentially, is all I'm doing. But okay, so you can see here, so like my first fairy was tulip. And I don't know, it just like gave me the idea of like a little fairy standing inside it, like a little cup. Um, and then like for this one was orchids, and orchids have like a really, like they have like that really long limb thing, and I just thought like something could sit on that. I don't know. What was this one? I forget the name of this one. It wasn't a rose. It was a peony, maybe. Um, but it kind of made me think of playing the drums. So I like set it around like a drum set, if that makes any sense. Five actually, I think these two were like the first ones that I did, and I didn't give them much thought. I just really needed to get them done. You can tell the more I did, the more like in like thought I gave. Um, oh, we must be on a video. Are we here? This one, I just thought like, I don't know, I just thought pretty and pink, and I just really wanted it to be a very pink image. I can't remember. I think this is carnation. And then like in here, the daffodils, I was thinking like trumpets, which is why she's got like almost like a, ooh, you can't do that. Well, you can, but it looks weird. Bloop, bloop. That's weird. Anyway, like it gave me the idea of trumpets, and it just made me think of like a fairy kind of like fluttering about, and then the daffodils start trumpeting. So she's like, "Oh, I need to go do something." The poppy, I did this. I wish I could go bigger. Can I just like zoom in? Where's my control? Nope, it's just making it smaller. How's that possible? Okay, look at that. Okay, that's making it bigger. It's probably gonna be weird for later, but so the poppy, I spent a lot of time on these flowers to the point where I was like, I can't do anymore. Oh my god. But and it's kind of a scary scene, I guess. I just kind of thought of like Remembrance Day and like I don't know, I just thought like the poppy was almost like protecting the little fairy. So I kind of it became its home type thing. That's the way I thought of it anyway. With the iris, I just immediately thought crown, princess, throne. She's a little diva, you know. And actually, to this day, that's probably still one of my favorites. Oh, see, now I've zoomed out or something, or I've done something, and I don't know what I did. How do I get back? Okay, here we go. Here we go. What else do we have? But yeah, that's essentially. I mean, the flower ones are where like really brought in two different elements and kind of just kept thinking about them in that relationship together. Yeah. Does that make sense? Oh, that makes sense. Anyway, I don't want to be like selling things or nothing, but it was the only place I could think of where I could. Oh, I could have found it here. My bad. I could have found them here. But yeah, so like that's the idea I had. So some of them, and I mean really the orchid is like, she's sitting on it. Oh, that's so crazy. But I did like, I don't know. I also like the idea of them kind of like hiding in their own flower, right? So that's just kind of yeah. Yeah, there are prints. They're just mini prints that are available in my shop. I have some here because I happen to have an order that I need to pack. You guys can see what I'm kind of doing. Ready? So I have, like, this is one, and this is one. I've got my kitty cats. So I've got those. And then I'm working on some little, like, notepads. I'm trying out different sizes and things and whatnot. So, yeah. But yes, I have some things on my shop. One or two. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's one of those things, Dan. I actually started by doing a lot of like draw this in your own style, especially when I first started trying to find out what my style really was. And that ended up being, I don't know where the cord is for my that ended up helping me actually a lot with different things, because it was like somebody else already drew it, so I just kind of copied it. Not copied, but you know what I mean, like that's what I used for reference. So it was a lot easier because it was like they've already decided on where this goes, where that goes, etc., etc. And I didn't have to do any of that, which was nice, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Did that help anything? I do use a lot of references, and I think most, like, you know, it's one of those things where I don't know. I feel like it's not really said enough. There's a bit of a stigma there, I think, but at the same time, it's like, why? Because, like, it's what we do. There you go. No worries. We're almost done anyway. I'm getting exhausted. I mean, I've been exhausted this whole time, but getting more so. I've been very anemic, so it's like hard for me to stay awake, guys. I apologize. It's probably also why I like zone out and start just being extremely quiet. Get rid of that picture. Oh, good. I'm sure it'll come out great. Thank you. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like, if you want to. Don't if you don't. I think I'm going to go lineless with this. And I know I'm not going to finish it on stream. I feel like we never finish anything on stream. I'm sorry. But most of the time I just want to try and like show you guys how I do stuff. So it's not really like you have to see it. Maybe what we should do is for the rest of the month, now that we've got like how I find inspo, maybe I should we could do like a little mini something. I am. We could do like a little I don't know what do you call it? The background? I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do for it yet. I kind of want to make it a little bit more woodlandy. So I'm probably going to change it around a little bit. Maybe I'll do like a little bit, the rest of the month might be a little bit more of a workshop-y thing. Maybe we'll do some kind of like workshop where we will do, because what do we have next? What do we got? What do we got going on this month? Yeah, we have 3 more Saturdays left for this month. So maybe next week what we'll do is, maybe next week what we'll do is the coloring of this. And then the next week we'll do something else. I don't know. The background maybe. Or we could start a whole new project. I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Maybe I should make something a little bit easier. And I could do workbooks. Or worksheets. I do like a good worksheet. I should have been a teacher. Because I love me a good worksheet. There we go. Could be mask. Do, do, do. Yeah, that's true. Then we will have done the whole kind of thing. Because if we do, today was a lot more about the inspiration and the character design. Next week, maybe we'll go over how I color things. If anybody cares. If anybody cares to know. We can go along with that. It will also give you an excuse to finish it. Oh yeah? That's nice. I did a lineless. We've done lineless drawings before. Oh yeah. I'll show you how I do it and then you can create a tutorial. How do you make sweater sleeves look like a sweater? I don't know. What are you asking me for? You know what I use? Like for my little guy here. You can see it looks pretty good. Like I love the like texture of him. I just used soft pastel. And then I would go in, it's kind of what I'm doing already on the leaf. Like I'll do the base and I always color like I don't know what I mean. When I color, I don't flood fill by any means. Like I will, I mean, I might go over this again anyway. I know I don't want to clipping mask that, so I'll leave it for now. Get rid of these two. Like, you can see I'm already creating some texture just by, like, not actually using it. So I'll keep it at a fairly low size, and then I'll create texture that way. And then I will use the soft pastel to go over top of it. Yes, show everything, show everything. I guess I did it up here. To just give it a little bit more texture. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of small. So it's like texture on top of the texture. And then if I really wanted, like, say this part I really want to be darkened, I'll just go in with the pencil and go over top of it. And it still keeps that original texture. But that's how I did the sleeves. I've also done it where, like, because you know, sometimes it has that knitted look. So I'll use, where is it? I know mine is like, so my pencil pack from the, from my newsletter, I'll use that brush, but there's another one that's like, it's there. I just don't have it. But it's kind of got this like hair almost texture, so it allows me to make like, I don't know how to, okay, let me get back on my main here. So I would do like swooshes of it. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean by the like, the knitted kind of quality of it? Like the knitted look, if that makes sense. And then I would do I would just go in. And then I'm going really fast here. And then I would use my sketching pencil and go in again to be like extra. And this would be like a pattern that I would put on, say, the, this looks really bad. It looks a lot better when I put time into it, I swear. But it's like that braided, you know that braided look? That like some sweaters have. Well, I guess like mine. Like, do you see how it has like these little things? So I'll do that on a small scale, and you can see when you go out. And I do that like all the way up and down the arm, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to find, there is a pencil that's like you could use that instead. I just don't know where it is. Is this one here? Oh, it's Eagle Hawk right here. It's not like 100% the same, but it's very similar. Like you don't have to grab mine. You could use this. Make it a little bit bigger. That's why I'm kind of like going out. So this would go up the, can I, yeah. was way too big. Same idea anyway. And that would just go up and down the arm. So like that would be the pattern. I would literally just continue it all the way up and down the arm. I wouldn't do them, like they would be pretty small. Here, like this would be where I would do it. And then I would leave like a row of just kind of whatever I'd put in behind. Because I would do the base first and then all this would be on top of it. And then I would do it again, but like this side. Again, this is extremely fast. But, and then like a little bit of a space. Like I would have colored all of this in. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? I have no idea if that makes sense. Oh wait, I'm doing it the wrong way. So it almost goes like an X. But you leave a little bit of a space. And then, do you see? When you zoom out, it looks different, obviously. Like it looks better, I swear. I swear. But yeah, like I'll do texture like that. If I don't want to get that like crazy and time consuming, I'll just do just with these guys. I'll just like just with the sketching. I'll just do even that. And then, like I said, though, it would be already colored in. Do I have anything? Yeah. And then, yeah. So that would be the color it would go over. There we go. And I just try and always like leave a line there. There's a few ways that I do it, I guess. But like that, and then obviously it would follow the arm a little bit more, but that kind of look is very time consuming. I will say, like, I started doing lineless because I really enjoyed it, but I also thought it would be faster, and it is not. I'm going to save this, I think. Turn that off. And we'll start with the drawing tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next Saturday. We'll start with the coloring. It's very time consuming. I like texture whenever I do it, so it's like, I don't know. And I also find that if you have the texture, just in general, like if we go back to my little fox here, with the texture you can get more, wait, this fox has, I think, the sketch over top of him. Yep, there we go. That's better. But you can see, like, you need something to define certain areas sometimes. So like with the little like hands and stuff, and then like behind here and over here, it's easy whenever it's like a different color. It's like, oh, clearly this is what it is. But I find when it's just, I don't know, I just find when it's flat, it's kind of boring to me. So that's when I was like, I'm going to try and do like whatever. And the worst is, there's probably, like Mimi is a good example. She does beautiful work and probably does it in half the time it takes me to do it. Which reminds me, she had a course that I was supposed to, I gotta look at that. But yeah, so like it's one of those things where it's just the way I do it. And that's why I don't do it often. That's why I'm like, oh. But I really enjoy it. So I'm like, I gotta start doing it more. But yeah. So we'll leave this one here as it is. And then next week we will start on the coloring. And go from there. Yeah. So I'm gonna go so that I can go get a drink and maybe a snack. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. And yeah, next week we'll color it. It'll probably take me the full 2 hours anyway, so it'll give me an excuse to get it done and choose a palette and all that good stuff. And then we'll go from there, and we'll do lineless coloring next week. Alright, so tell your friends. I'll be here. 6 p.m. Awesome. I would love to see it. I I guess I could post mine too. It's a good thing about, when you merge stuff, you get rid of evidence of ugly sketches from before. But yeah, for sure. Let's share our sketches and away we go. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, hi, Tammy. I didn't know if you were here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for coming. And yeah, like Vic said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you next Saturday. Bye.